Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see the making of a phone case that is using Oxford blue and Turkish blue color. This is an old phone case, so we are DIYing it and revamping it to give it a new look. So as you can see, it has yellowed up a bit. Usually silicone cases do yellow a bit, so we are trying to revamp it. So the color that I'll be using is Resin Era's Super White and Eporex Turkish Blue, and again Resin Era's Oxford Blue. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm talking about. And the resin that I will be using is a casting resin, though not a coating resin this time. I'm just trying to play around with different types of resin, and this is from Eporex. This is an 1:1 ratio resin, that is 1 part of hardener to 1 part of resin. And this is just their smaller packaging that I got to try it out. So far I'm liking their brand and how the resin works. So this is their Turkish blue that I've mixed up, and this is their Oxford blue. This is the Oxford blue from Resin Era though, and I will also be mixing up a bit of white from Resin Era to the Turkish blue to give it a much more seamless gradient effect. And here you can see me laying down the blue color, that is the Oxford blue from Resin Era, and I will be laying it down towards the bottom edge of the cover. So you could also do something else before you start with resin. So if you want much more adherence to your surface, and if you feel the surface is not rough enough for the resin to stick to, you could go ahead and use a nail file to roughen up the bit, or you could also use a sandpaper that is much more finely grained, so that that gives much more of an adherence towards the resin and the surface we are working with. You would always want to make sure that a softer surface or any smoother surface is sanded down or so. I am also making a matching pop socket to go with this set. So if you would like to know how I make my pop sockets, you could check out the reels that I'll be putting up in a bit, or it might already be up on my Instagram page. So if you're not following me on my Instagram, I do a lot of tip Thursdays and posts and shorter videos as well. So do check it out. The link will be in the description box below, and every product that I will be using today is also being linked down below, or the Instagram pages will be linked down below in the description. So make sure you take a time and check them out if you like how the end result is. And if you are new to resin, you could also check out my video on where to find different brands of resin in India. If you're from India, you could use that. So yeah, one more tip. As you could see me wipe off the resin using a piece of baby wipe. So baby wipes come in handy all the time if you're working with resin. So make sure you have a bit of baby wipe. It's not a compulsion. You could use a paper towel or something like that, but baby wipes are much more useful. If you are environmentally conscious, then I would recommend you use isopropyl alcohol with your paper towels, but you could always cut your baby wipes into small pieces and use it. So here you could see me mixing a bit of white pigment that I've already mixed up with resin, and mixing it along with the Turkish blue to give it much more of a gradient. Just a drop or so of it, only towards the top end of the cover, so that you would see a very seamless effect coming out and in the end. So this is pretty much it. This particular cover did not have an raised edge that I would always recommend using if you're a beginner, so that you don't have any overflow. But this particular cover did not have a raised edge, but it did have a very flat surface and a very tiny groove that held my resin pretty well. So I did not have much of a overflow situation. I just had to wipe away the spreading that I did. That's it. So you can see me go towards edges. Always start off in the center of your design, whichever it is. Make sure you you don't go to the edges first, whereas you go to the center and then eventually spread it out as you go. So that would be much more helpful if you are facing any drips towards the ends. And yeah, you could see me blend those two colors from here on out. I will be using I think I used a straw to blend those two colors much more seamlessly. I will blow out the blue towards the Oxford blue towards the Turkish blue, and that will give a much more seamless effect. And I will also use my stick to mix up both the colors, and I will also be using blowtorch, the flame torch, to get rid of the bubbles you could see in the surface. So if you do not want to, if you're scared about a bigger blowtorch like I'm showing, you could get the smaller ones. Instagram stores usually do carry those. If you would like to see a video on things, that is the materials required for resin art, do let me know. I will also do a video on if you're interested. Let me know in the comment section below. You could DM me on Instagram and let me know. So I would do the materials required, safety precautions to be taken, and all of that, as well as the stores you could go to find all of those materials as well. So 2 videos or 1 video, I don't know. So yeah, those were the options. And yeah, you could see me blend those two colors together, and stay tuned towards the end to see the final result. That's it for me now. Please do watch to the end. You would love to see the end result. And yeah, the pop socket along with the cover is also there at the end. Check it out. So thank you so much for watching my video, and do not forget to hit the like button if you are liking this video so far, and also hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And that's it for me, guys. Also, sorry, I know I am telling that I'll be leaving, but then I've been prolonging it so far. But then do check out me wiping away the edges using the baby wipes. Those are so versatile. It will be a lifesaver for you. Trust me on that. Okay, now I'm going. Bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.